Good evening. You're watching South Africa Tonight. Let's continue now that exclusive interview Annika Larsen had with Mishay Solomon. You know her as Zephany Nurse, who was stolen as a baby. When we left off, she was telling Annika just what her life was like growing up with the women who actually stole her when she was a baby. Let's take a listen to more.
During trial there, you say in the book, seeing mommy in court,
yes,
and being called a criminal,
yes,
broke me.
Yes, I remember I was there. Yes, I was there. I think I was pregnant with Sophia at that time, and I was hiding it with this huge heel that I was wearing and this tight dress and this blazer that I was wearing to cover it. And you know, I haven't seen her since the trial actually started, since the investigation actually started, and when they took me from school. And I remember stepping into court and seeing her like that. It's like, there is my mommy sitting over there. The lady that, you know, she ironed my clothes for school. She used to make me dresses, and you know, we had family. We used to go jogging. She would, obviously me and my dad would be jogging, and she would be walking there. Obviously she can't jog with us. And then, you know, the lady that was always there for me, she was my mommy. Like, she wasn't my mommy, and here she's in court, and she's being called a criminal, and people are knowing, like, they didn't have to know her past. That is her past. It's nobody's business. And understand that you know, they wanted to bring it up because, you know, she's a criminal. People need to know. People need to be aware of her. And I understand that, but that is her past, you know, and what she's been through. And it broke me emotionally because, you know, the world's always going to judge her. You know, she might come home, but she's always going to live with that conscience that everybody knows what I did. And even my family, I know they won't confront my mom about it, our family. And they will smile, and there will be tears, and there will be joy. But she's going to have to come home living with that conscience for the rest of her life, knowing that me and my dad know this is what I did, and knowing that this is not, she knows that I'm not a real mother. So I think that is her biggest punishment, is knowing that we all know now. And coming back to court, I was like, why is mommy looking so? And I was like kind of shy again. I was like, hey. And as I read my statement, and I just broke into tears because I was like, oh, we've come so far, and look at where we are now. We were so happy. We were so normal. Everything was so normal. And look at everything that is happening. But there's also a sense that I do feel, I'm not going to mention it, it's too personal. It's all in the book. But there's, like, she saved me from a lot. You know, I might never know what life I would have had with Mona and Celeste. She was 17 and I think he was 19 or 20. And I might never know if it was going to be a good life or it was going to be a bad one, you know. But what I do know, and what has happened, what I do know is that, you know, she was old enough, and I think she was more matured enough, and her mindset was ready to raise this child as her own at any cost, at risking everything. I'm sure she had to think. Well, I don't know if she did think about it, but I'm sure it came across to her that, you know, this might come out one day. And she also had to live with that, seeing me grow up and you know, seeing me as a baby. She had to tell herself, prepare herself mentally that this I will find out someday. But then, you know, to me it feels like she saved me from a lot of things. And I can't, for some reason, I can't hate her. As some people would describe it, like some people hate her for what she has done. And, you know, I had my share of pain in the beginning. I had my share of anger towards her. But I can't seem to hate this woman. I just can't. And I can only tell her, Mommy, you know what you did was wrong. It was very wrong. I can't make it right or sound right in any way. But Mommy, it would be so nice to just tell me what happened that day. You know, but then I find myself, you know, if you did do it.
Do you still question that?
Well, that is a difficult question. Well, but, you know, I told myself, Michelle, if she did do it, it's okay. You know, and it's okay. I'm fine today. I'm good today. I'm fine. And if I was abused or you know, or if I went off the rails because of this, then I could have hated it because then I would have been angry because you took away, you know, something. But I wasn't abused. As I said, I didn't need it saving. I was fine. And I would tell her, Mommy, it doesn't matter what you did. The damage is done. You know, the fact that I'm not your child, that is already more than enough. It explains to me a lot of things. But if you did it, it's okay. It's not going to change anything.
And you say here, it was like reading about someone's life story.
Yes.
And then realizing the person being written about is you.
Yes.
And so I ask you to end off, you've got 2 little ones now.
Yes.
A toddler and a baby. Where is Michelle Solomon going to? What is the rest of her life hopefully going to be like?
From this moment and you know, writing the book and trying to come out, well, I did. Well, it was always at the back of my head that I would do a book one day. And personal things that I can't mention, before the story even came out, I had some, you know, biblical experiences. And, you know, I always knew that one day you have a purpose in this life. And, you know, that is what also had kept me going for these years, which was God. He was so, even how me and my sister, how we met, that is not scientific, you know, that is out of the questioning, and it's out of this world. I'm fine. I'm a well product. I'm fine. Just because I had kids, don't judge me because of that. You know, don't say my mom raised me bad. My mom did not tell me go and do this and go and do that. That was my own decision, and that was those decisions were made in a very dark space, when I was in a very dark space in my life. And you know, there was no stability, there was no mommy to help me control, you know, what I was going through. And then coming back to this book, I do feel that I can share my story. There's a little hope that I can give to someone that is in a hopeless situation. There's the single moms, especially amongst our colored communities, the young single parents, you know, that you're not alone. Even I'm going through it. And even me that is in that came out of a stable home, you know, you can't just say because she's living in a shack, she's living in Lavendale, that it can happen, it only happens to them. But no, I mean, I came out of a stable home, and it can happen to anyone. And then again to, you know, a woman that has been abused, and talking about Livona in her past, and all this about unconditional love, and to say that, you know, you're not alone. I'm here. I want to contribute. I'm here with you. You don't have to do it alone. You know, you're not the only a woman that is going through depression, through suicidal, through the thoughts of abortion. You are not alone. I'm opening myself to share you what I've gone through, and to say that this is me. Let me help you in any way, even to give some hope, as I said, in a hopeless situation.
Do you hold your babies extra tight?
Yes, I do. Very much. I love them to bits, gosh. And I do. It's getting a bit naughty. But I love them a lot. And
Okay. You shared a lot.
it's just that there are things that I do go through as a single mom, and to, like, I do question myself because I chose to be a single mom, and
It's okay.
I do feel that I do owe them the stable life that I had.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be a great mom.
I have to be, I will be. They deserve it.
I hope that in, I don't know, 20 years' time, maybe we'll meet up again. And
Yes, I am wanting to broaden this book, this story beyond it, to broaden it beyond than myself. And I know I can do it because I know myself now. As I said, you know, keeping the name Michelle, she's dead. She had to die. I couldn't hold on to her because things weren't going to work if I had to keep on to her.
Zephany or Michelle?
Michelle. So me holding on to her name is like a remembrance of who she was. And Zephany is actually the person that I am.
Just 22 and so much to deal with, so much to think about, having gone through so much and more to come, a lifetime still to live. What an incredible story. And that is the story of Michelle Solomon. You know her as Zephany Nurse, who was stolen as a little baby.